You're listening to Tipsy Book Reads. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy. Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hi, Vasti.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I can't see anything.
Oh no.
It's okay, I can see my notes. That's what matters.
That is what matters.
Yeah. Our notes on Queen of Shadows.
Part 2.
I just got this random little can here. Part 2. So this is 45 through the end.
Literally, so much happens in this book. It's absolutely wild. And to think that it's not even the biggest of the books in the series.
Not even close.
Mm-mm. Crazy.
Like, Kingdom of Ashes, 2 of these.
Yeah.
Easily.
Even Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms would look thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yeah. I had a second where I thought we weren't recording and I got nervous.
I was like, no, I definitely pressed it.
Okay. Anyways, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
Okay, so we made 2 different drinks this time, just like last time. So a cocktail and a mocktail. And for the cocktail, this one is for Rowan. And
that one's for Rowan?
oh, the mocktail. Words are hard. It's really sweet, so I don't think it's going to be up your alley because you're not much of a sweet girly. But
thanks for the warning.
Yeah, so I won't be offended. But if you like sweet and you like coconut, it's good, but it's very, very sweet. Right?
It's refreshing, though. It's like it kind of reminds me, obviously without the strawberry flavoring, it's probably just because it's coconut, of like a refresher from Starbucks. Like the pink drink.
Okay. Yeah, it's
sweet. Oh,
yeah.
It's really good, though. It's
rosemary simple syrup and coconut milk and cream of coconut, and look at Instagram for the full recipe. But yeah, that one is because Rowan smells like pine and snow or home. So yeah, it looks like snow and it's got rosemary, so it's like
it's yummy.
A treat.
Can you see it? Did I put it out of the frame?
And then for mine, this one is for our fire-breathing bitch queen and also Dorian, and how they absolutely demolished the glass castle and how she used her fire to create a wall of molten glass. So I made like a creme brulee cocktail, and then you can shatter the creme brulee on top. And yeah, so it's also like a white drink because of the glass and the ice that is Dorian's power, and then the fire element because of Aelin.
It kind of just looks like we're drinking milk. But fancy. Cheers. Oh, wait a second. Is yours extremely sweet?
Yeah.
I like mine. I actually do like mine.
Good. I know sometimes you're not a super sweet girly. So.
No, and I don't really think... I think it's more refreshing than sweet.
Okay, good.
I think that I wouldn't drink it all the time. Yes, please. Thank you.
But an occasional.
Yeah.
I feel that. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously the character... That's going to be the worst sound ever.
Just like...
All the characters are the same at this point. I don't think we're introduced to anyone who's new.
No.
So let's just dive in.
Yeah, let's do it. There's a lot.
Aelin is so freaking amazing. She switches the wills.
Oh my
Theremin.
gosh. She's so smart. She
Her
thinks
and-
so many steps ahead.
Yes, and her and Lysandra set up this whole thing. It's incredible. And they got the justice that they deserve. No, Sam deserves. How do we say that? They get the revenge they want and the justice that Sam deserves. There we go.
And what's his face?
Wesley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah. But yeah, that whole entire thing was so cool. I mean, switches the wills all the time. She's sneaking out, getting dirty, and yeah, that whole scene though is hilarious with all the other henchmen being like, "You did it, Selena. Like you definitely did it," and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I think Lysandra did it," and Lysandra's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, that was so good. And also, I love that Selena or Aelin gave that to Lysandra.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was probably a very healing moment for her.
Yeah, I would agree. Do you want to talk anything more about that?
No, that whole scene was all of it, Urban's death and everything. Oh my gosh, that was very gory when it was talking about her like walking through his blood. Oh.
Lysandra didn't give a fuck.
No.
I wonder if that's not the first time she's...
Oh, I wonder. It doesn't really allude one way or another whether she's killed people before or not. Very interesting. I don't know.
Okay. So, one of the other huge things that happen in this is that if my brain could work today, it would be really great because I had this whole thing set up to say, and then, oh yeah. So all of the storylines have to meet in the center somehow. And we finally get it here where Manon is sent away to go meet the king and see what huge weapon that they've been working on that she didn't know what it was, and to also play nice with Prince, basically. On the other side, the rebels find out this is happening, so Aelin and all of them go. I don't remember why, though.
They had Lysandra.
They had Lysandra. Oh,
They had
yes.
kidnapped
They
Lysandra.
kidnapped Lysandra after everything crazy went down.
They were going to
rescue
her.
Lysandra, which is beautiful.
How it all comes together.
Oh, that's so sweet. And then Lysandra's like, "You came to rescue me," and Elena's like, "Yeah, bitch,
Duh.
you're my friend now." I don't think you understand.
Yeah,
I've adopted you into my little crew, and you're stuck. Yep. So, but yeah, so all the storylines are intertwining at this point. And we get one of my favorite things ever, which is Dorian fighting off a demon to flirt.
Yes. Stunning.
I'll bleed what other color you'd like. Manon. Honestly, though, Manon must be, like, hot.
Yeah.
Like, just... If Dorian was like, hold on. Hold on, demon.
Yeah, there's so many things that he couldn't fight the demon in him for, but to flirt with Manon, he could do it for a minute. That's so funny.
It's so funny.
Yikes.
But that whole thing was messy. So we kind of get an insight on what the weapon is. It's like mirrors, but they're like, it could be really, really bad. It could come at a really bad cost, and then that's kind of where we get from that.
And I feel that Manon's kind of in the dark. Her
Very
grandma
much so.
Definitely knows a lot more, and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Manon's like, I'm your number one.
Wing leader.
Tell me what's happening. And she's like, no, I won't.
Grandma's a bitch.
Grandma's a bitch. Grandma witch is a bitch.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's crazy. But essentially, they almost get out of there in freaking chaos, selfishness.
Okay, y'all. He's so selfish.
Like, why are you coming to terms now? now that your bestie's gone.
Yikes.
Like, for reals. Anyway, so yeah, him taking it upon himself to try and kill Dorian.
He's so dumb.
And he literally thinks in his head, oh, yeah, everyone else can kind of figure themselves out. Like, I'm going to take Dorian out.
Yeah,
the king's going to kill me. And then everyone else can deal with the problems after.
Yeah, this is a good time for this in a wide open field with literally some of the most deadly people and weapons in the entire world. Bro. It's just so opposite of Aelin, who literally puts so much thought and calculation into every single move she makes. And then Chaol's just like, YOLO.
He's very emotional. He's very rash.
But seriously, yeah. And then one of my favorite scenes is Aelin versus Manon for the first time.
Yes. And that happens right after that.
Yeah.
Because obviously they get Lysandra free. And then oh my gosh, so like Aelin and them almost went out of there untouched, unharmed.
Mm-hmm.
But from Aelin's point of view, she's like, these witches are never going to let me go. She writes the frickin' runes in the ground. And I love that we get from both perspectives, because from Manon, we're like, oh, she's nervous. Like, the wind is going the other way, so I can't smell her fear, but she's fidgeting. Oh, she saw me fidgeting, so she stopped. And the whole time she's writing runes in the ground. And then the wind switching, and she's like, well, good thing you know when to stop, unlike Baba Yellowlegs. And then Aelin saying she could feel Rowan stiffen next to her. I love that.
Shut
part.
your trap.
Like, I can just feel him going, we were so
You
close.
just had to say it.
So close. You had to
just
say
had to
something.
say
You
it.
couldn't have just...
Let this one go. Nope.
Nope. And
Alas,
it's one
she
of the
could not.
best freaking fight scenes.
It is. It's so intense. This is another thing that I want to see on the screen so badly. It's so vivid and so amazing.
I mean, literally, like, Baba Yellowlegs. Like, it's going to be so dramatic.
Oh my gosh, I love it. But actually, when we go to watch it, we're going to be like, oh my God, this is so cringe. I hate this so much.
This is the worst. Why did we want this?
It's so funny because when you read something and it plays out in your mind, it's so intense but so believable, I guess. But then when you actually see it, it's like cringing. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. This is so unbelievable. It's like when we watch anime and when we watch it like sub versus dub, when it's in English, I'm like, please turn this shit off. This is the most cringe thing. I cannot stand this. I don't know what it is, but it's like the same thing for me.
It's really funny.
Yeah, we tried to watch an anime in English the other day because we had the baby, like the baby was awake and we were folding laundry and he was just playing. So I said, okay, let's try it in English. And I don't think I lasted 5 minutes.
That's really funny.
So it's going to be the same thing because that's what happened to us with Shadow and Bone.
Yeah, but they screwed up Shadow and Bone.
They did, but even still, there were parts that they didn't necessarily screw up that are like, it was better in my head. Less cringe.
Well, let's dive into this. Like, I picture it as a cave. I don't think it is.
I think it's like
a temple cave.
Like Temple Run.
That's exactly what I'm picturing. I didn't even realize that's exactly what I'm picturing. I'm picturing Temple Run. That's so funny. That's freaking hilarious. I'm screenshotting this so that we can put it in our thing. Hold on. Temple Run. Our post.
Yes. Yeah, it's literally Temple Run.
It's legitimately Temple Run. With like a rickety
so
bridge.
Funny. Yeah. And some like rock formations.
Yeah, that like fall randomly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're fighting and
That's so funny.
it gets better the more I watch. Oh, I want to download that now that we don't have TikTok.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later. Anyways, so I keep touching your
Sorry,
foot.
we're playing footsies.
As we're sitting crisscross applesauce. But anyways, they're both so powerful.
Yeah, it's
Aelin holds her
insane.
own.
She does.
But also, like, she would have died really quick only because she had the 13.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Miss Katniss Everdeen would have tried to kill her. But honestly, Aedion too. Aedion was marching down and she said, "Halt! She's mine."
Yeah,
I
that
loved
was
it.
very intense. I
And
love
then
that scene.
Saves her.
And I absolutely love when she goes back for her and saves her. And it just shows, I don't know, there's a lot of
Is this
talk in these
sugar?
books about what?
Is this sugar?
Probably.
Sugar.
There was so much sugar happening.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. There's always mentions of like little whispers that people get, or like just kind of their gut feeling type situation as well. But so she just kind of listened to her gut and she went back for her, and it pays off.
Girly. It pays off.
But when she was describing, I don't know, just the 13 yelling for Manon.
And then Rowan getting shot and Aelin losing her ever-loving mind. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I almost said something that was in Empire of Storms, and I'm so glad that I just stopped myself.
I'm also glad.
But I do have that note for Empire of Storms.
Okay.
Anyhow. Yeah, that whole scene was crazy. He almost died.
Yeah.
He was close. Shout out to it wasn't a healer.
No, it was OBGYN. Like a midwife, right?
Midwife. It was the OBGYN doctor's office. She knocked on. Wasn't her appointment yet.
Oh my gosh, you get my gist though. It just, and that's where Fleetfoot is, yeah?
I missed Fleetfoot. I missed Fleetfoot.
too.
When she mentioned Fleetfoot, I think I was like, I cheered.
Yeah.
Fleetfoot? Like,
Yay!
I love.
Yay, Fleetfoot.
Oh,
So cute. And freaking Evangeline and Fleetfoot is so cute.
I love Evangeline. I would die for Evangeline.
100%.
I also think they all view Lee like Evangeline. Eventually. Sorry, spoiler. Too tired for this. For this figuring out spoilers. But anyways, I do have a note here that the following scenes when Rowan is very injured and like dying,
Yeah.
Aelin goes full out Fae territorial.
Yeah, she does.
She perches on her little stool, smelling like nastiness and blood.
Yeah. And Adian was worse for wear too, wasn't he? They got roughed up by them witches.
Them witches gave them stitches.
That was good.
Thank you. Really proud of that one. Okay. So after all that, they finally get back to the world of Rifthold. And they find out there are catacombs. I love a catacomb story.
Yeah.
I love a catacomb story. It is, I think it's because it gives me like Indiana Jones vibes.
So true.
And anything that has to do with treasure hunting, archaeology, I eat it up.
Yeah, it's
I
very
love it.
fascinating.
I love it. I love The Mummy. I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong side of the river. Okay. Oh my God.
But yeah, I also love it. And they're just reading all the different ancient languages and everything. And what?
You have a sleeping child in the next room and I just screamed.
It's fine. The hubby's with him.
So, yes, all of that is amazing. But it's crazy because they're walking down there and they feel like something bad happened down here. Like something is evil
vibes
going
are
on.
off.
Mm-hmm. And it's bad.
It is bad.
But they find crap. What's it called? Hellfire?
Yeah.
Hellfire.
Scary.
Very scary. It sounds interesting. It sounds like something else.
Yeah.
Is it Percy Jackson that there's a fire that keeps burning?
Or Harry Potter.
No, it's Percy Jackson. And it's a fire. What the fuck is it called?
Oh, what is it called?
That
Oh my gosh.
They use it.
Yep.
And there's like the whole chariot scene and someone has it.
Yep. But it's in Apollo's series, isn't it? Or is it in
No, I think it's in all of them. Anywho.
I'm going to look it up while you keep talking.
Okay. I keep going to sit a different way and then realizing they can all see my PJs if I stay.
Oh, but I love your jammy.
Thank you. It's business on the top and party on the bottom here. But anyways, yeah, okay, so my notes are all out of Greek fire. Yes. My notes are all a little whack.
Yeah, me too.
I did not put them in order like I normally do because my next one is Lorcan.
Okay, well, let's jump to that because
Okay.
fuck Lorcan.
Fuck Lorcan. I love though that Aelin like takes out her knife and, as she puts it, threatens his manhood.
So, Lorcan's no good.
Icky.
He's icky. And also, I'm a little confused. I think everyone's a little confused about how he's even there because with the blood oath, he's like not straight up going against the blood oath, but he kind of sort of is.
Kind of, sort of, not really.
Because he's like whipped for Maeve, right?
Do we just like not have the full story?
Yeah, I'm thinking we must not.
Drop in coconut.
Because, so he says it's not against the blood oath because he's doing it for Maeve, even though it's against what Maeve wants, right? Yeah. And he's just so in love with her that he just wants to protect her. Literally. So,
I don't understand. I don't know.
It's a big ick.
It's such a big ick. He's very confused. But Aelin sends her little word hounds after him. And that's the last we hear from him for a little bit. But he wants the
amulet and also the ring, which we find out the ring gives you immunity against the Vogue.
He has the ring. He was going to trade it with them. He has the ring because they gave Maeve the ring.
Oh, right.
In the last book.
Right.
So, yeah, okay. It gives it immunity. How? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
and
wild.
How do we reproduce it immediately?
Yeah.
That's wild. And my next note after that, I can't remember the exact situations, which is silly, but it's the scene when Aelin says, "You make me want to live, Rowan, not just survive."
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh. Crying, literally.
That's so sweet. Honestly, I feel like that's a really good place to stop.
Yeah, let's do it.
For a little pause. Break. I gotta go potty and maybe vomit. So we'll be right back. I think I'm gonna drink some of this elderflower tonic water.
Maybe. We're back. I stole your line.
I love it. Better than ever. Okay. We left off with Rowan, with Aelin saying that lovely little thing.
Make me want to live.
Make me want to live.
So sweet.
Do we want to hop skip over to Manon?
Let's do it.
In them. Okay, so after the whole crazy situation with Dorian and all that stuff, she flies back to Morath. Yeah. Thank you. So she flies back to Morath, and she sees a lead, and she's like, "Hey, lead, what's up, bestie?" Right?
No, isn't Elide down in the dungeons? And she's like, where the fuck is my Elide?
Oh, that is after that. No. Sorry. They fly back, and then Ashton and them have their moment.
Oh,
that's
yes. Oh my
what it was.
gosh. Yes.
Okay, so they have their moment. What a freaking horrible story. It's one of those subplots of the entire plot
Yeah.
that I feel like touches people a lot because of obviously what she went through, but like how much she loved this human and could have had a life with them.
Yeah.
And it was totally taken away from her.
It was, and it's just totally goes against what quote unquote they're raised as and all about and whatnot. And I think just the vast contrast makes it even more powerful. But
I would agree.
literally fuck that grandma.
Fuck her. She's the worst. She's awful. But way to go, the 2 of the 13 that helped, that found her after she was beaten and thrown out of there and like nursed her back to health separately. I think those are all huge rebellious acts within their,
And the fact that they've just been basically biding their time to tell Manon because she wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And there was so much that she didn't know. And as she started questioning her grandmother and them catching on to, okay, I think we can bring her into this now. And, Manon has a big internal struggle about it because what she was raised to be versus what she is learning and knowing to be true are
2 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just her coming to terms with reality is not as it seems.
That rotting grandmother. Oh, well, after all of that, they decide that they are going to help the rebellion and hop on their little, what world are we in? Wyverns,
Wyverns, depending on.
They hop on them and they fly on over to Rifthold and they say,
Witch killer.
Wait. Oh, yeah, you do it.
No, that's all I got.
Oh, the human is still inside him. I remember the first time I read that, and tell me why I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was saying. Because it was like, are you calling her a witch killer? Are you saying you are the witch killer? Like, I don't know why the first time I read it, it did not process. It just kept loading, and I read it, and then I was like, I'm an idiot. Moving on.
That's so funny.
All right, cool. Gotcha. It's like when you're calling out family names at a wedding, like when it's family photo time and you're calling out family names that you see and there's just spellings that you're not used to.
Yep.
And you butcher it and they correct you and you just look at them dead in the eye and you're like, I'm so sorry. I'm illiterate. Please just smile.
That's why we always preface everything with, we're dumb.
Listen,
We literally can't.
I never claimed to be intelligent.
Fair enough. Everyone's got their gifts. Reading is apparently not one of ours, as we're literally on a book reading podcast. Okay, pronunciation isn't our
We're
gift.
just here for the good vibes and the good times. Not the intelligent ones.
But yeah, so she gave Aelin a heads up, and that's very important because Aelin, that kind of changes up their plans, right?
It does. Because now they know that Dorian is still inside of them.
So Aelin and Chaol are going into the castle, right? And not her just pretending to be Selena again and thinking that's going to work, first of all.
She was bold. She was bold.
It got her through the gates. I'll give her that. And all of the poor guards.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we were listening to that together in the car, that part.
Yeah, it was so tragic.
And I genuinely had forgotten.
I was
how
like, Rest.
horrible. Oh, it's awful.
And for them have to just walk past that for Kale. Oh my gosh, as much as I hate him, I empathize with his
No,
pain
that's
so much.
horrible.
That's so traumatic.
And I do feel like he's turning it around.
He is.
Like after he realized how selfish he was for going to after Dorian, like he's starting to kind of see the light maybe. But yeah, I don't think anyone should have to go through that. That's it's awful.
Oh man.
But
The king knows.
the king knew immediately. Or should I call you Aelin Galathinius? Well, and she said, well, shit. What are y'all doing?
Shit, I need more time. And then her little comrades are supposed to have the freaking tower down by noon. And she's like, it is past noon.
Hello.
Why is the tower still standing?
So we switch on over to their perspective, and
Holy
they're
moly,
going through
they
it.
are. They're
Adian almost
trying
dies.
So hard. They're all just
Rowan
about
almost
to die.
dies. Lorcan shows up and said, well, shit, my bad.
This was my fault.
My bad.
B, because he freaking gave the word hounds freaking Rowan scent. My dude.
Freaking running. Mother trucking.
Literally. Yikes. And he's like,
bad.
oh shit, yeah, y'all are about to die. That's kind of my fault.
Yeah, but pause in case I need to take this part out. We know at this point at the end of the book that he realizes Adian is Gabrielle's son, right?
Yes.
Okay. But we know that like that happens. So we know that Gabrielle's son is Adian.
Yes, we do.
And so
And so does Lorcan.
So does Lorcan. And he freaks out because he's at least a good and decent of a man to not kill his buddy's son. Just his buddy. Ooh. Coconut. Wasn't ready for that. That's an interesting texture.
Yeah, I don't love coconut flakes, but it was a vibe.
It's pretty on there.
That's why I gave you a straw.
You know me so well. You know me so well.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like, dang, I was going to kill Rowan, but I guess because you're here.
You know what's crazy? Oh, wait. Let's finish the scene and then I'll tell you.
So they eventually get the tower down, right?
Yeah, they get the tower down, which for some reason, every time that I've read this, my brain immediately blocks that entire thing out. Like, I don't remember exactly anything other than that.
Yeah, I don't either, now that you say that. I kind of am picturing, because they have the hellfire, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of picturing the scene with Draco and Harry and all of them and the last Harry Potter with the fire that's, like, eating them.
Mm.
And how Crab and Goyle are dead meat.
Sorry. Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I picture, but to the clock tower.
That's fair. Yeah, I love it.
Those sewers, okay, sorry, this is like a little bit of a squirrel, but the sewers that I think this is also in, but that their whole rebellion movement is in. I picture, do you know that movie with the rats and how they're like, what's the song? Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh, what's the song? It's like,
The rats?
yeah. Yeah.
Flushed away?
Yes.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm sorry it took me so long. Hold on.
But what's the song that he sings? Do, do, do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's not going to come up.
What is it?
No, it's with the little snails, right? That they're going to.
Yes.
Oh.
That's not the song.
No. Oh. I don't know, but okay.
Okay. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I picture that as the sewers that the rebellion movement is happening.
That's much
in.
nicer than what I'm picturing. I'm picturing the Hunger Games where Finnick Odair gets eaten alive.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I think my brain just was like, no, I need the animated version.
I like that. I think that's
Yikes.
fair. Okay, so excuse me. Jeez, that was so gross.
Freaking ghost leopard Lysandra. Holy moly.
She's a badass, number one.
She is.
The scene where she's like jumping, she's leaping, and she's like, that arrow's going straight for my heart. And then the arrow knocks the other arrow out of it. And she's like, only one shot is clear like that. And she looks to the side and she sees Nezrin, which I've come to start typing her in my notes as Nessa. And then I start going, Nessa.
That's where my brain went to.
What are our brains going to be now that TikTok's gone?
Dang.
Like clear?
Not just memes rolling through our brain at all times, huh?
Where's my vocabulary? Yeah. Okay. So anyways, she's a badass. That's amazing. Not to just completely switch over, but to switch over before we talk about the final moments to lead back to them. Manon finally gets back.
Yeah.
And she can't find a lead anywhere. And it turns out that Vernon had snatched her away to basically sell her to one of the Vogue princes people. Yeah. And it's bad. It's bad. So Manon gets there right at the nick of time and basically gets her out with the help of Caltaine.
Which I feel that we haven't really even talked about Caltaine at all.
No, and she's amazing.
Yeah, and she plays such a freaking epic role in this. And holy cow.
Her one little chapter that we get in her perspective where she talks about how she hid and then she latched onto the demon.
Yeah.
And she's a wolf and a
Sheep's
killer
clothing.
in sheep's clothing. Oh, so good. And that's what she is. She literally puts on Elite's clothing and destroys the entire... after cutting out the word stone, word key,
whatever.
I think you're right. From her arm.
Yikes.
And giving it to Elite.
With a little piece of the cloak and says, give this to Selena Sardothian. Thanks for a warm cloak.
It's wild. And then they escape. They get on. They fly away. And they kind of get to safety.
Morath goes boom.
Morath does go boom. Okay, back to the
Glass Castle. Damn. Selena and Kaol and Dorian, the little trio.
So Dorian and Aelin are beating the shit out of each other. They're breaking glass. She's got glass on her. She's got shattered skin.
He stabs the crap out of her.
She's dying. It's bad. She's trying to heal herself. She's healing
around shattered glass. Ugh.
Oh, girl. Okay. And then the king pops up and says, I killed your little friend Kaol. And Dorian says, who? And that is such a powerful scene because friendship really does conquer all.
It does. It does.
I love that scene. And then he tries to kill the king, and the king looks at Aelin and says, have you finally come to save me? And we're like, oh shit, is this the king? Or is this the Vogue? And I do think it's the king.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then
it's not a freaking episode if I don't hit these glasses behind
I
it.
even moved the ones
I
behind
know,
them.
and I hit yours.
And then Dorian kills him. And the glass castle also goes boom.
Mm-hmm.
And
then they go their own ways. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. No, everyone sleeps for 3 days.
And then Aelin wakes up and is like, this everything is Dorian's, and fuck you all if you try to rebel against him, and I will burn you to cinders.
It's fantastic. Oh yeah, that part happened.
Kind of epic.
Yeah.
Also scary.
You know what else is epic?
What?
When she wakes up and her and Rowan are talking for the first time and he says, Aylin, you make me want to live, not just survive too.
So sweet.
And then Lysandra's crying in the corner and Adian is getting a little misty-eyed.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny when it's always talking about their eyes were laced with silver or whatever.
Yes.
And then
Not just watery bowels.
And then Kale.
Oh.
Dang.
Okay. Remember last week when I made the joke of like, oh, he might not walk out or whatever?
Oh, I get it.
He made the joke.
He did.
He did.
Okay, I just want to say that I ship Kale and Dorian.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. And I feel like, let me save that for the after show. Never mind.
Okay, fair enough. But it's totally building to that, and I kind of wish it was a thing. I ship it. Just saying. They should be endgame.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
They think about each other all the time.
They do. And they make so many big life choices based on the other person. And they're just laying by each other's beds, wanting the other to wake up. It's very sweet. Honestly, I think Dorian would be good for Kale. I mean, too good for Kale.
I was going to say.
But also.
Like, they make sense, and it totally. I don't know how. Dang it. We don't know the end at this point. I can't say anything. Never mind. We'll talk about this in the after show. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Lorcan shows up, and what's her face vomits all over him. Lysandra.
Oh my gosh.
From eating all of the soldiers.
Also, what the fuck did Lorcan want? Why is he even there? Go away. Goodbye.
I know. Like, what?
Rowan's like, this is the closest you'll ever get.
He got the ring
queen.
back, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But like, bro.
Fucker.
Go away.
Over it. But yeah, so they all have to go their own separate ways to do their own thing. So Aelin has to go, and Rowan has to go, and they all have to leave. And Kale needs to be healed, so he's going the Torre Chesme.
Yeah.
Which we know someone at the Torre Chesme.
Torre Chesme.
Yeah, I said it wrong.
I love it. Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah. Anything else? Want me to look through really quick?
I just looked through mine, and I think that pretty much covers it.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part of this whole book?
I'll bleed whatever color that you tell me to bleed.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Have you come to save me at last, Aelin Galavinius? Which killer the human is still inside?
So good. There's so many good quotables. I think all those centuries I was just looking for you.
You make me want to live, not just survive. Okay. So, the fact that we can quote that much is kind of wild. But
Yeah.
I love it. I love this book. So follow us.
Before we dismiss them, you want to talk about your beautiful earrings?
Oh my God, I got second piercings, and I was really sad I didn't talk about it last week. They're green, and they're really, really cute.
Did that keep you up?
Yeah, actually it did, because it's kind of painful to sleep on. Or I'll fall asleep. No, what I didn't sleep last night is because I keep having nightmares about the midnight release of Onyx Store. Keep dreaming that the books aren't going to come in on time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
So, and then I'd wake up and grab my phone to see if someone messaged me to see if. Anywho.
That's so funny.
But yeah, my earrings, that's what I'm excited about in life.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, earrings. So shout out to my friend Julie that went to go get her earrings pierced, and then they decided to pierce my earrings too.
I love
Ears
it.
too. Okay, what's yours?
What kept me up is RIP TikTok.
RIP TikTok. I also have another thing to talk about when you're done. I'm excited about.
Oh
yeah.
okay.
Freaking TikTok. Okay, let's discuss.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Not TikTok. I'm sick of the censorship. And I'm sick of so many things that I'm scared to say. And I'm sick of being scared to say things because it's going to be taken down.
Yeah. But I just want to say that for all the people that think it's just about a silly social media, it's not about that.
It's not about that at all. And if that's what you think, I would really encourage you to take maybe 10 more minutes of research to look.
Yep. Because it's not about the, quote, silly little app.
Not about the app. And that's really funny if you think security threat is what it is. But anywho.
What else are you excited about?
I'm excited about Diana Elliott Graham's
Oh my God.
Six Morning Kisses. I am 56% of the way through.
Oh, I can't wait to finish and make a cocktail based on it.
She gave us lots to talk about.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm
and
so
lots
excited.
to go off. So this is our formal request, Diana Elliott Graham. Will you come on the podcast again?
Do it. I want to talk all about it. I'm not even done with the book yet, and I already know that we need to talk.
Do it.
We have beef.
Do it.
And then, do you know what else is keeping me up that I'm excited about?
What?
Upcoming, we are doing the freaking tandem read.
Oh my God. Yeah. That was fuck. It was a really good segue, Jessica. I ruined it. Ha ha. Ha ha.
So Becca was awesome and she figured it all out.
Well,
and somebody else
figured it out.
But I think it is going to be the perfect amount of every time I'm like, oh my God, I'm so over hearing anything about Kale. It's going to switch back and give me some Aylin.
Perfect. Yes. So we are based off. My food is on my screen. I need to clean this. We're going based off of Jenna. Is it Clark or Clerics? Clark's. Clerics.
Clark.
Reading guide. And if you want it, I think we can just give it to people. It was free.
I think so.
Or we'll give you the website that we got it from because I found the website.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I will figure out the best way to post this, whether it's not just like literally screenshotting it, posting it. But I had to literally tab the entire book with color coded of each chapter in each week.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I am excited for it. So now everyone who has not read the rest of the series, you are dismissed. Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Follow us on Instagram and YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye. Okay. I just have one thing to say.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else? Just one thing
Not
to say?
Much.
Don't get me wrong, I love Manon and I love Dorian. I love Irene or whatever. But why didn't they end up together?
Right?
I don't know. I don't understand. And it was never like the only thing that was up in the air was Aylin and Dorian ending up together, not Kale. But even in Tower of Dawn, it's like, I'm just wondering what Dorian's doing. Is Dorian okay?
Literally.
And then Dorian's like, Kale, I wonder if Kale's better yet, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I love you. I do not think of you that much.
Nope. I mean, maybe if you were in mortal peril.
If you were like,
shut up.
Dying, yeah, I guess so. I guess in that situation.
But still, it is definitely giving, there's something there.
That's all I had to say about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say Manon and him. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Dang.
Alrighty. Well, we love you. Again, follow us.
Yep.
And you know what's really cool? If you could also like, comment, and subscribe.
And share.
Because the algorithms are going to be very different from now on. And
it's going to be a learning curve.
And we're not going to be showing up in your feed as much on things as we aren't already, unless it was TikTok. So
because we say words like fuck.
Well, yeah, but also like for all of your favorite creators, make sure you're taking the moment to abundantly like, comment, and share, especially right now.
Goes a long way.
It does. So we love you guys so much. And we're sticking around just in other places.
Yeah.
We'll miss you, TikTok. Bye.
Bye.